Hi everybody, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. The weather is so nice today that we couldn't help but come outside to do the video for this week. So if there's cars in the background, you'll have to bear with me. So first things first, just wanted to provide a little bit of update on the storms that we had this week. We posted some really good information about what to do with the brush that you have or clearing our stormwater inlets, but just as a refresher, we are picking up brush on our regular brush routes. I believe we'll be on route 2 next week and then 3 the week after. We have a link on our Facebook page and on the website that you can click to find out really quickly what brush route week you are. So as a reminder, if you're putting anything on the curb, it has to be less than 4 feet long and not more than 6 inches in diameter. We also have the yard waste site open, so it'll be open tomorrow from 9 to 1 and then Monday and Wednesday from 3:30 to 7. So those are options for you as well. You can also give a call to the street department if you have a large pile and say perhaps you were week 1. You can give a call to us and we'll do our best to get around to those as we can. We also obviously experienced a ton of debris in the roadway and we've been working to clean that up. If you have a storm sewer inlet, so that kind of grade right near curb, near your home, if you could please just help us out by clearing that out with some consistency yet this week, that would be very helpful for us. And then we received a few questions about the sirens, and I just want to remind everyone that the sirens are designed to provide warning to the people that are outdoors to seek shelter. So they're not designed to be heard inside your house, with your windows closed and your air conditioning running. So that's why it's very, very important to have another means of being aware of what's going on with the weather. We call it #weatherAware. That can be signing up for alerts to come through on your phone, knowing to watch the TV, having a weather radio. Just having some other mode of being alerted is going to be your best bet. Movie night under the stars, which was supposed to be on Wednesday when the storms rolled through, was postponed until this coming Wednesday. So Wednesday night, August 4th at the hospital, it begins I think around 6:30. There will be food trucks. Our emergency personnel vehicles will be there. There's activities the Y is sponsoring. And then of course the movie will start at dusk. Fingers crossed the weather cooperates this time because that will be a really wonderful event, and that's right on the lawn of the hospital. Also next week, the police department is participating in the National Night Out. So on Tuesday, August 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30, right here at City Hall in the First Street parking lot. The police department and some of our other city departments will be participating in the National Night Out. The goal here for National Night Out is just to strengthen community and neighborhood spirit. So it'll be similar or kind of like what we do with lights and sirens, obviously scaled down, and then with some more of our city departments. And again, just an opportunity to engage with our city team. Just an update, we've been having a lot of questions around parking. I think I shared last week that we were finishing up a parking study. That data will be compiled with other data that we produced through a contractor about a year ago. And then those results will go to the Main Street Task Force for addressing and planning. We also this week did some pavement marking or striping in the Market Street parking lot. So we know that there's concerns and questions around parking and just want to be transparent with the efforts that we are doing to try to address some of those issues. Street construction, again, all of this is weather depending, but we will be doing quite a bit of work next week. So that's why I'm mentioning it here. Please be mindful of our crews working in the roadway. Take a different route if possible. We will be doing a lot of patching next week, which means you'll see us in a lot of different areas of the community. And it's in some roads that are very highly traveled. So I want to mention those here. We'll be doing patchwork on South Water Street by the library, River Drive, North Church Street by Spalding Street, and then South 12th Street by Boomer. So we'll be prepping those patches the beginning of the week, and then the patching company will come Friday and if needed, Saturday. So patience with us on that as we work to improve those main thoroughfares. In the South 3rd Street area, we should be doing concrete work in the next week or two. So that's things like curb and gutter, sidewalk, driveway aprons. And then Mary Street and River Drive will have some storm sewer work done. So at the latter half of the week next week, that intersection will be closed. And then River Drive and Dakota Street intersection will be closed, I believe, Wednesday through Friday for similar work. The Thursday evening farmers market is coming back next week. So that is in the First Street parking lot right here at City Hall. That does start at 3 o'clock and goes to 6 p.m. So Thursday, farmers market is back. The library has some new programming. They're doing Reading with Rover August 5th. So that's next week at 6:30. it is what it sounds like. You come to the library, pick out a book, and cuddle with a puppy. So it sounds pretty great to me. They also are doing back to school bingo. So you can either print the sheet at home or pick one up at the library, and you can complete bingos in doing reading, crafting, different activities, and then spin the wheel for some school supply prizes that they're offering. And then the Teen Chopped Challenge, which I am so excited I will now be a judge of, is being extended to September 1st. So make sure that you participate in that if you'd like to. One other reminder I should have said a little bit earlier, so bulk items. So if you're cleaning out your home or you're moving, you can't put things on the curb and expect them to be picked up. Quite the contrary. They'll probably be marked and asked for you to remove them. So if you need to do those bulk drop-off items, that happens at the First Street Department yard. There are some fees that apply to certain items. You can give a call ahead of time if you're interested to know what those are. I do again have an appointment to fill on the Zoning Board of Appeals. So if this is of interest to you, you can go right to the city website, to the mayor page, and fill out the form. The Zoning Board of Appeals implements our zoning code. So this would be someone who is comfortable making difficult decisions on development and redevelopment issues here in the community. On the town square. So we'll be bidding out the town square project in just a couple of months, which is so exciting. But in the meantime, and you've probably seen it, we've had local artists through the Watertown Arts Council, our Watertown high school artists create our first art installment, I guess you could say, which is the decorated wood pallet slats that are put up on the fence. So if you want to participate in this, we're opening it up to the community. You can either use pallet wood or you can use a 1x4. Just make sure that you use outdoor paint, and then you can drop those off here at City Hall and we'll get them installed on the fence. Recreation-wise, our fall sports I talked about last week, those are open. So that's things like soccer and flag football, adult softball, all of that's open. With the storms, we did experience some issues at Brant Cork. So I want you just to be aware, we're hoping to clear those up by today. But if you go out to Brant Cork and use the trails or use the disc golf course, please exercise caution because we do have downed tree limbs. Please work around those where you can. And if you can't work around them, please turn around and go back the other way. We don't want anyone to be injured while we work to clean that up. The dog path, though, I do believe is completely open. But again, if something falls, please just exercise caution. Okay, that's all that I have. So obviously it's beautiful today and it's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. So I would encourage you, to get out, walk Main Street, visit our merchants and our restaurants. The Art on Main banners are up, and there is like a really nice kind of brochure that lists all the different banners. You can check that out at Watertown Tourism. Obviously the things I always talk to you about, like our kayak rentals and going out to Brant Cork, but I will also mention we have the walking trail maps on Water Street. The options are endless for you in this community. So the weather should be great. I hope that you get out, have a good weekend, and we'll see you back next week.